Okay. Thank you so much. This is some beautiful music, isn't it so? And as you are all aware, we are 4 days to Christmas, and I want to say Merry Christmas to all of you who are joining us on National Telegraph. And I'm just going to go straight to the point, like straight to the point. And you must understand one thing: we're going to say this many times over because some people on this platform have failed, like deliberately, to understand the function of a journalist and to know that journalists have opinions on issues that are affecting society. And that's exactly one of the things I'm going to be saying here today. You're welcome to the show. My name is Eric Tato, and this is National Telegraph. Once more, we would concentrate on one of the most striking issues in Africa, and that's the armed conflict in Cameroon. I call it one of the most striking issues. We know we have a lot of issues going on in Africa. You followed up what's happening with Francois Boazizi, the former president of CAR, the Central African Republic. He has denied any involvement in a planned coup d'etat. So you all know what's been going on with Francois Boazizi and the Silika rebels at the time. And of course, it's always the case in Africa. In Ethiopia, we have the issue between the Ethiopian central government and the people from the Tigray region, the northern region of Ethiopia. In Ghana, of course, the former president is also contesting the election results. So something is always going on in Africa. You have what's going on between the Cash and the other faction in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You've seen everywhere in Africa, there's just some little problems. But we also want to thank God that Kenya and Somalia, they are beginning to try to arrange their issues. Now, let me be clear that I want to thank everybody, especially reporters of National Telegraph. They've been doing a tremendous job. From Uganda to the Gambia to South Africa to the UAE to Cameroon and to all other parts that we have our reporters. We want to thank you and to say that you've been doing a great job. And we hope to get this team. If you're just joining us, hashtag where you're watching this show from, If you're watching from Belgium, I want to say hello to you. Those who are watching from the United States, all 50 states of the United States, it's a great hello to you. And we wish you the best as you begin your week. And of course, you followed the announcements on our page, on our pages, because we have National Telegraph and National Telegraph Africa, all that is under this company, the National Telegraph Media Group. We're quite happy that you're always following. So, want us to say hello to those who are watching from Ghana. We know it's 2 days until the funeral program of late Ghanaian President, His Excellency J.J. Rawlings, and we're going to be following that very closely. We also want to say, Cameroon. This is the crux of the matter. The only country that supports xenophobia. You've all listened and you've gotten the opinions of many people talking about the issue going on in Cameroon. In fact, Cameroon has many issues, but I want to focus on the armed conflict. And some time ago, the government of Cameroon, the central government led by its president, Paul Biya, announced a reconstruction plan. And of course, that reconstruction was meant to reconstruct parts of the country's 2 English-speaking regions, 2 Anglophone regions, the Northwest and the Southwest, that, of course, have been struggling to manage an armed conflict for the last 3 years. Okay, they said they were going to reconstruct it. That was a very good idea. Some people say it wasn't good. What's my opinion? Bad idea. There is no way you can have a war and you want to reconstruct a territory when you have not resolved that problem. Absolutely bad. Yes, that's my opinion. As a matter of fact, as a journalist, I'm an invisible commentator. I have the right to my opinion, just as you have the right to yours. So those ideas cannot be tolerated. Nowhere in the world, if you have wars and you don't have ceasefires, you cannot go doing reconstruction. And this is the result. How is it possible that a country announced reconstruction? For those of you who don't know, there's been an armed conflict in those 2 regions where those from the former West Cameroon, they now call themselves Ambazonians. Majority of them, I can categorically state, according to our findings, that 90% of people from that area want independence. I can cite you a finding done by the CDN, which of course is a Coalition for Dialogue and Negotiation, and of course another one that was done by Cardinal Tumi. If you like, you can take personal surveys for yourselves, and you will notice that, okay, these guys want to go. But the central government says, no, we're not going to let you go. Why are you not letting them go? All right, that is another question for another day, but let's focus on the matter right here. The matter here is simple. Cameroon announced reconstruction. And then just yesterday, 2 days ago, and even today, the armed forces have continued to destroy villages. There was an attack in Mpot. Mpot is a village in the Ilmojok subdivision in Manyu division in the southwest. They killed 2 civilians. I can state this authoritatively because one of the civilians is a brother to one of the Southern Cameroon's activists, Ashu Kingsley. They killed 2 civilians. Then they went to Ndian. They burned down villages from Bekora, and even today we're hearing about attacks in Nekondo, Titi, and other areas. And in Meme, Bekondo also was attacked. All right, go to Bamenda. There are other skirmishes that have been happening around other areas in the northwest. It's pathetic. Yet the government wants to do reconstruction. That's a shame. This is my take on this. I think that those from that region have to resist reconstruction. It shouldn't happen. Because until the ceasefire, that is what we think at the National Telegraph. All right, I will leave there and then I'll go to this news that is coming all the way from Nigeria. I have some videos I'm going to play for you. You're going to like this show today. So if you're just joining us, you've not shared, you make sure you share. And if you are just a newbie on this page, make sure you subscribe, you follow us, turn your notification button so that you can get us anytime we come right here. All right, so I want to go to Nigeria. All right, because of the war, we stay in Cameroon. Because of the war, there's been an influx of refugees trying to get safety in Nigeria, predominantly in the Cross River State. And what is fascinating boils back to the leadership of the armed conflict. So these people in Nigeria, the refugees, they have a message for people they have termed Conmen. And I'm going to give that message. So, and this is what I want to tell you. I have 2 pieces of information for you. And it can be bad or good news for you, depending on which angle you're looking at it. The good news is the refugees say that they are Ambazonians. That, of course, could be good news for those of the English-speaking regions, but it's bad news for the Cameroon government. But there is a bigger bad news for some people who are scammers within the ranks of the Ambazonians, of course. And the worst bad news is that you can't stop me from saying it. I'm just going to say it. Of course, because that is how it works. Truth must be told, whether or not you like it. And let me just share you this video that was given to me by one of my friends from the LRC, my good friend, Jean-Paul Rohocha. He's my friend from the LRC. He's director of Congo today. He shared this with me and said, okay, listen, you great guy, follow your fight. This is going to inspire you. And I'm going to play this video right here. You see his name? I'm going to use my phone. That's his name right there. Jean-Paul Rohocha. This is a video he sent to me, and I want you to listen. Listen attentively. It's very important. Very, very important. Absolutely important. Listen. Listen to this video.
When you see the truth, and you walk with it, you become an enemy to the liars, but the truthful love you. Liars hate people who speak the truth.
That is the truth. When you're a liar, you hate somebody who speaks the truth. Just about now, all the liars in this saga that is coming from the Cameroonian refugees in Nigeria, we certainly want to hate Eric Tato. But who cares? That is how it is. It's a phenomenon. We fight it every time. The truth must be spoken, but there's always going to be liars who are going to be haters. All right, this is the truth. Some time ago, a group of genuine Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, Cameroonians, whatever name you want to call them, they came together and they formed the diaspora Ambazonian community to represent and try to dilute the fraud that's been going on within the ranks of the Ambazonians. And what did they form? They formed this organization called the DAC. And so far, the DAC, according to our findings, has remained the most transparent body within the revolution seeking for a breakaway state of Ambazonia from the Cameroon government. Predominantly, they've been doing a lot of things, but they've stayed backstage taking care of refugees. In fact, their impact is widely felt. But of course, those who are propagandists, conspiracy theorists, deny to acknowledge this group, probably for their own personal needs. But they were shocked. And you know why? Because most of them pick up videos from WhatsApp groups. They probably don't listen to the end. They watch the first 5 minutes or thereabout something seconds, and they just post it and claim credit. But this is what happened. They were shocked that the most viral video for 2020 that went on as far as the Ambazonian Revolution is concerned is a dark sponsor project. The refugees who were dressed in Ambazonian colors. But what happened? Those from the Samuel Komisako's camp, who, by the way, is the most corrupt person that has ever existed according to National Telegraph in 2020. He's a Conmen who has defrauded Ambazonian of way over 8 million, according to statistics obtained from his group. And I'll name some of them today. His surrogates, in fact, pigheads, like I've always called them, have denied on several occasions that he stole money. But until recently, they say, okay, he has embezzled. But should the struggle stop? Of course, the struggle shouldn't stop. But those who steal money must stop. And that is why National Telegraph is here. You can't steal when you're trying to lead the people out of theft. What is a theft? The Cameroon regime is the theft. It's a theft syndrome. I'm not saying he's a thief. That is the phenomenon. Get it very straight. And so this is what happened. That sponsored an initiative. They've been sponsoring too many initiatives. But you know, sometimes you play the fool and you stay low. Don't post the video. Of course, if National Telegraph posted the video first and said, this is the video from DAC, oh, they would have criticized it. Probably because they think Eric Tato is a protege of the DAC people. No, he isn't. He's just one objective journalist who has the right to his opinions and has stayed that way, speaking the truth all the time. But what happened with the people of the DAC? Great job. I give you 100%. You've been doing fantastic. And my support with you all the way. It is the right thing for a journalist to say kudos to those who do good things to society. The people of the Sako camp, quickly as usual, they've always done. Each time they don't understand nothing, but they see it good. And if you don't post it first, when you think you are against them, they post it first and they take the credit. But this time around, they were caught in their own games. They took the credit of a video of a workshop of students, refugees, that was exclusively sponsored by Dak. How much is that worth? I'm going to show you. For those of you who are just joining this platform, that once more is the Ambazonian Diaspora Community or Diaspora Ambazonian Community, DLC. And of course, Eric Tato initiated this group and asked that all funds should be put online for community members to see. This is because there's been a lot of theft within the revolution. And this journalist here, who has been part of this movement and still part of it, by his right, said that, okay, there is no way people can be stealing while people are dying. And he has said repeatedly that, quoting him, he's the only one probably amongst the frontline leaders who has never taken $1 from the revolution and who has contributed more than any other leader. The challenge is there. You watch him live every time. His phone number is 917-48010 or 202-905-8701. You have the right to call. You have the right to post any form of proof if you've ever given Eric Tato $1. None of them ever did that in the past 2 years since they started hitting on Sako. But this is what happened. Dak did a program, and very fascinating, very fascinating. What happened? Dak has a total of over 1,000 registered members right here. It's on the website. And what have they raised since the creation of this group is online? $26,344. Cash is right there. Everybody can see it. There is nothing that is opaque in this group. They are so transparent, so much so that I've just called them 100% on their transparency. And of course, why should you not support a group that is transparent? It's their right to get the support. But this is the most lovable thing. The Sako people, Samuel Ekomi Sako, who by the way is a former pastor with no church and is totally unemployed, though very able-bodied in the United States, where there are a lot of jobs, and where he's a citizen, he's never been employed since the beginning of the revolution. What does he do? He steals money from the revolution, feeds himself, feeds his family, sends his children to school, he paid the citizenship, and of course he eats crabs and do not take care of the refugees. But today, he was quick with his followers to steal the victory from a group that is worth only $26,000. I mean, that is it's an overwhelming contrast to the over 8 million. Just recently, the Sako group announced a $2 million fundraiser for another scam codenamed Draft. That was not all. They also announced much more money from the humanitarian draft. And then they are doing a recovery phase. And this is 25th December, almost 25th of December. This is what we have on the 20th. This is 21st. 25th December is just around the corner. And they had promised the people that, okay, they are going to deliver come 1st of December. But what happened? The Cameroon military continuously burned down villages in the Anglophone regions. And the people are looking up to as karma that he was supposed to revamp them and give them money to defend themselves. Of course, self-defense is an international human right. And no journalist should be afraid to say it on media or anywhere. And that's why we're saying it right here. Let me say this and let me be clear. Quote me anywhere. A thief remains a thief. And he can never have a pass mark. Whether or not you accept it, that is the bad news for those who refuse to accept the truth. For all Biya cronies of Paul Biya, I mean his friends, his allies, they are not happy when you call Biya a dictator. They think Biya is the best guy. They think at over more than 80 years, when Cameroon is seriously regressing and corruption is at its peak, Paul Biya is still the best according to them. Oh no, but he isn't according to me and according to millions of Cameroonians, probably if not all Cameroonians. But for a few who are feeding fat from the scrum, that is the same thing within the Ambazonian revolution. A few surrogates, dollars, who probably are thinking that they could reap from the manipulation of Sako the thief, think, okay, we'll continuously support him. But how is it going to go? There is no way a jobless man, a man who doesn't have charisma, will negotiate on behalf of 8 million people. A self-proclaimed person who has done zero in diplomacy, zero in communication, and has only fed fat from the revolution. I will say this as far as the Dak is concerned, and I give them my applauses. Let me tell you, it's simple. You have to support. But trust me, you will never ever have even 50% of human support. It has never happened nowhere in the world. If you have a woven 60%, you are great. Okay, but one thing you must always remember, even the devil still has its supporters. That's the case of Samuel Sako Ikome. He's a devil, the bigger devil. As a matter of fact, he's designed to fit into the shoes of Lucifer on earth. But he still has his supporters. There's no way you can deny that. But let me be clear one thing. I'll start with the video. That is worth 26,000 US dollars. I'm just a member. I look at it. And these guys do a lot of great work. Today, all organizations have come to DAC. From Belinda Babila Foundation, Kids of Tomorrow, and all these humanitarian organizations trying to help the refugees. Anglophone refugees, if you want to call it that way, or Ambazonian refugees, or Cameroonian refugees, whatever name you choose to call. That is your opinion. They have been wallowing in poverty, in beggary. They are simply like orphans. You can check out. Ask those from the Ogoja camp what happened to them. The last time they were almost chased away by residents because there was a little fight because of food. But what happens? $8 million US was raised. And this guy still receives oil in Maryland. But yet, he still has his supporters, no doubt. He must have. That is how it works. The devil does. Now, let me show you this video. For those of you who have watched it, some people took the time to watch it to the end. Others just watched the first 2 minutes and posted it, and they claimed it is Sako who is using humanitarian money to take care of these refugees in Nigeria. But you know what? No, it is not Sako. Because an armed robber doesn't care about suffering people. What's the difference between Sako and Pobia? If you were to score Pobia probably will go 10 marks above Sako. Why? Because he just gave humanitarian money to some people to do whatever they want to do. But what happens? Sako steals and uses all forms of names to get more money from the people. But this time the people are a little bit, they're kind of like smarter. That is why the draft has drowned them. They are struggling so hard to get this money from the draft. $2 million. Okay, we will see what happens. But first thing first, let me play this video. I will just play the major video that you've all seen. Some of you have seen these children. Okay, so this is the video that's been circulating, widely circulating. I'm sure you've all seen this. So, when this video came out, the Sako people took it with the speed of light. And they said, oh, this is Sako, great job. And their surrogates were sharing. And I laughed. And I said, okay, one thing is going to happen. Whether or not you like it, the truth is always going to come. If you happen to pull this video to the from the 6th minute, which I'm doing right now, if you play it from the 6th minute, you hear what they are saying at the end of the video, who they are thanking. I will play it right there.
That is coming tonight. So we want to appreciate all the people of DAC for making this vision to come to pass. We also want to
DAC. They are thanking the people of DAC. It's the DAC community that did this job. The same Sako people. I can call them the biggest hypocrites of the revolution. They said DAC was sponsored by La République du Cameroon. How is it possible that you took a La République du Cameroon sponsored video and you're sharing on your platforms? All the activists, including the fake Kemi Ashu, had this video on her platform. These are thieves. They shouldn't exist. Let me tell you something. It is clear, and one thing is clear today. It's even clearer. The people know the truth. They're always going to know the truth. You know, when Eric Tato was taken down on social media, a lot of them jubilated. But we can give our opinions here, and without calling all the names like Gary, this and that, we are going to stay as long as we can stay. Right now, there's Omojami. DAC has also developed a social media platform called Omojami, which I will enjoin all of you to join. I'm coming up with dimples. All of you should join. It's a beautiful thing. And let me go further to tell you some of the things that DAC has done. DAC, we always appreciate you guys from the DAC. And this is even better. Look at this.
Lenikela DAC workshop. This department is the hairdressing department. I would like to talk to the trainer. They have here some wig. And let her tell us how much this week can be sold in Naira.
So, you've heard that. Listen to it.
This department is the hairdressing department. I would like to talk to the trainer. They have here some wig. and let her tell us how much this week can be sold in Naira.
Actually, the trainer here, like this black one, in Naira, it should be like 15,000 Naira.
Okay.
But in dollars, it should be like $200.
Okay.
Because we took our time to do it. And it's faceless actually, because you can see from inside. It's faceless, not like the other ones that we do.
Okay.
So this one look more spotted because we really took our time to do it. So the least price that can be afforded should be 15,000. Then in dollars it should be like $200.
Okay. How about the three of them the same?
This one should be 8,000.
8,000 Naira. Okay.
In dollars should be like $50.
Okay. So we have here wig produced by the student. They have just been in this center for 2 months. That is, they came 1st of October, and we are here in December. They just 2 months plus, and this is what they have produced. 3 weeks and how do they call it?
This
Weave on, and 3 weeks. So, can I hear from you people testimonies since you came here? What have you learned?
So,
experience in this place.
That is another one. And who are those doing it? Let me play another video so that you'll be sure of what I'm saying. You know, National Telegraph is an evidence-based media organ. Listen to this.
Okay. Today we are celebrating our own Christmas. So on behalf of Lenny Keller and the Dark people, we have some.
The dark people, they have brought Christmas. They just get Christmas to the refugees. They are supporting workshops. And they have more that I think we should be putting out here for people to see. So that's exactly what they are doing. With 27,000. Is it 27? Why was I inflecting this amount? 26,344 cents. That is changing lives. Impacting lives in Nigeria. Making sure that the refugees are okay. Let me tell you one thing. And I just read some comments. Nobody will ever be blocked on this page. This is our opinion. We're not going to insult nobody. We're just going to state the facts. When somebody is a thief, the person is a thief. There's no way you can change it. And we have the right to say this. You also have the right to call me whatever name you care. But one thing remains. The audience is here. Everybody is watching. People can see the videos. Facts checking. Let's facts check. Are these videos truly from what they have shared on social media? Yes. Are these videos from the dark? Yes. This was personally sent to me by one of the dark members, Mirabe Kudi, who is championing the refugees, making sure humanitarian is going on. Let me seize this opportunity to say thank you. You guys are doing great. And the media must appreciate great people like this. And for the Sako people who shared this, including Kemi Ashu, like you can see from here. That's Kemi Ashu. She shared this. She never knew it was coming from that. These are the same people who have said dark is bad. Dark is this. But with only 26,000 US dollars, that has done in less than 2 months what Sako has not done with 8 million in 3 years. Now you can understand the extent of thievery that has engulfed this Sako guy. And whether or not you like it, Erica is going to continuously say it. Oh, good question. That money is on www.darkcommunity.org. It's as transparent as money that pours into your Google account. It's as transparent. It's a bank checker for everybody who is on the community. And it's a community of 400 plus members, almost 500. Everybody has access to that amount. When people put their money in the portal, they see it. That is why I rank it the most transparent in both Cameroon and Ambazonian when it comes to money handling. So if you want to check out the dark money, you want to support them, you can go to www.dark.org. They have also built a social media platform, Omojami. Omojami is UMOJAMI. That is a social media platform that you can all download and it functions like Facebook. That is still paid from that members, not from the gross fund. They contribute every month from their pockets to pay, and they make sure all contributions from members stay on the website. Each time you have programs, for example, Dr. Zama could have a farming project. They write the project, the community samples and sanctions it, and funds are disbursed. That is a new generation transparency. I can call this contemporary accounting. That is simply the best. Whether or not you like it, this is our opinion. And we're saying it not because we're unaware that some people will never accept it, but we're saying it because we have to continuously ring the bells. Take it or leave it. One thing is clear. Everybody in Ambazonian shared their success story. Unknowingly, the video is out there, circulated most especially by the Sako surrogates who used it as propaganda for their so-called WhatsApp president. They said, oh, this was done by Sako, but you see why it turns out they didn't have all of it. That is how you're supposed to play. Always play the trigger. Play the trick. Give them. They'll post for you. And then you come and then you take the glory. Of course, isn't it true? We say he who laughs best. Now we got the last laugh. That's the last laugh for that. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to National Telegraph. As I've always said, we're always going to have our shoes, our opinions, and nobody's going to take it away from us. They can't take it from you. They will never. A lot of people are trying to come to this page now because most of them who follow us live, who hardly do live shows here. That's why we remain professional and we remain purely pro-facts. Pro-facts. Once more, we're saying heartfelt condolences to the family of J.J. Rollins. 23rd is the funeral program. It's kicking up. It's going to kick off on the 21st, so I'm sure that everything, this team is up. But I can't go, obviously, without talking about this great partner of ours, Verbatim LRC. We're also going to be coming up with Fantech LLC, which is another sponsor that's coming up soon. Hopefully, in the next days, we're going to have this deal sealed and their advert will be up. And they deal in cyber security. Why I will talk about Verbatim LLC, the best Scrum school I've ever known, ever attended. Excellent Scrum school. And I ask everybody who's on this page, whether you're watching from Liberia, from Sierra Leone, from Uganda, Rwanda, from the United States, from Great Britain, if you're watching from Sweden, anywhere you're watching from, Japan, China, Hong Kong, if you're watching from anywhere, including those who are watching from Madagascar, you can call Verbatim LLC and you study anywhere in the world. I'll give you their phone numbers. I'll give you the phone. I always want to use phone numbers because it's both on WhatsApp and on direct calls, but just say phone number. That is pretty cool. Now, let me give you the phone number for Verbatim LLC. And if you want to find Verbatim, the company is spelled VENBATI. And you can find them online on www.verbati.com. You can also get them on their email at support@verbati.com. While you can call them on direct phone line on +1. +1 is the US code. +1 240 701 7796. +1 240 701 7796. +1 240 701 7796. So that's Verbatim LLC. That's their contact on both WhatsApp and direct calls. Thank you so much. Call them today. They train me on the Scrum program. It's an excellent one. Most of the National Telegraph employees are enrolled in this school. They are doing a great job. We'll bring you more news on Verbatim LLC. Their class is starting this January, first week of January. We'll also bring news on Fantech LLC. We'll bring you more information on the Superstore International Market. And also on Conmen Moving, we have a lot of partners that are coming in to support us. And we thank you for your support every time. If you don't say thank you, then you're not just truthful. With more than 250,000 people who watch this show today, unannounced, and they're gathering momentum because we've not been on this page for a long time. So you can always find me on this page live, analyzing things from Uganda to Cameroon to the armed conflict to Ethiopia to DRC to just everywhere. I mean, there's always interest depending on where you're watching from and what is being talked about. If it concerns your country, you pick interest. That is why National Telegraph has introduced a new posting where we hashtag the names of countries and put their flags. You'll notice some few media organs are beginning to pick this new expert from National Telegraph. We encourage them. They can do that. But always don't forget to mention us as your source of this inspiration. We'll be grateful. There's nothing wrong in saying thank you. As much as I say thank you to Verbatim LRC once more, I'll read their number before I close this show. You can get them on +1 240 701 7796. +1 240 701 7796. Everybody should be calling. I mean, Scrum is so beautiful, great job opportunities, very easy to study. It's simply the best, and I like it. You know, God bless you. Thank you. What else should we say? We're going to bring you this musical track from Cameroon. Probably very beautiful, I must say. And you know, a lot of people have been asking me to put this video as the National Telegraph 2020 video. But there are also a lot of shortlists that one of my friends, Prince Ketum, is working on it. We take a lot of advice on music because he follows a lot of Cameroon music. So we are going to be following up to make sure that we bring the best list for you at the end of the year. Shortly, maybe soon. Yes, we're going to put that up. So I want to play this one from Witty. I'm sure that most of you have listened to it. It's probably a very cool track. You know, it depicts the culture of the Nsor people in the northwest of Cameroon. And I think we like it. It's pretty good. So most people also like it. So please, while you're out there, just hashtag that and say thank you to that. It's very important when people do something right. We're going to end at the end of this music. Everybody's watching. Let's know where you're watching from. And if you enjoy this music, all right, you can vote for the music as well. And in the meantime, you can say thank you, Dak. Don't forget, you can check out Dak on www.dakcommunity.org, or you can check them also on www.dakcommunity.com. So whatever way you look at it, you can check them out. They want to thank you once more. Don't go away. Listen to the end this music while you hashtag thank you, Dak. And I want to say God bless you. At the end of this music, I will surely be gone. All right, thank you all so much. Once again, if you've not shared this, make sure you go share this show. If you're not following this page and you're following our former page, make sure you click on the follow and like button. Thank you so much, all right? I shall be gone now, and we definitely going to be seeing tomorrow. So make sure you always come to check out our live show. Thank you so much, Aaron Ashu. God bless you. The truth is always on track. Liars will try to distract it, but it's always going to remain on track. You can quote me on that. Nobody has ever failed speaking the truth. Opposition is always intense, fierce in the beginning, but the truth always prevails. After all, isn't that what the Bible says? The truth shall set you free. Only the truth. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. All right? You'll be blessed now.